My name is Timothy Hewitt. I am the Legal Director for Asia for Colt Technology Services, and I'm based in Japan. For me, it was almost KH or no other program. My company has offices in Chicago and Hong Kong, so it was a perfect sort of combination. The course itself offered sort of the most sort of broad experience in introduction to China, but also the sort of flip side to that, to the US exposure as well. The fact that it was the top-ranked course, was the icing on the cake. So I wanted to study something more, do some further education. I figured doing further law studies wasn't really going to advance me much in my career as a lawyer. So how do I understand my client better, is what I started to think about. And one thing I didn't have was the financial literacy, business acumen that I really needed to have as a commercial lawyer. I figured the best sort of study would be a business education, and that sort of drew me to this course. It was always my desire to get to the next rank up, which was as a general counsel one day into management. Fortunately, during the course I've been able to achieve that. I'm now a member of the Asia management team in our company. It's my sort of first step into actually acting as a manager, having a team I'm responsible for, a regional team. That's a very exciting challenge, and it requires a lot of different skills that I've not necessarily had to deploy before, just as a lawyer who had to be just good at their specific subject. The softer skills that I've learned through this course for leadership and such have been infinitely beneficial. Applying some of the frameworks and the learnings to my day-to-day work, and a lot again, people might think as a lawyer, how do you apply the learnings into your day-to-day work? For example, when we're discussing whether we're going to litigate or not, I've started using decision trees and working out the probabilities as such, and that gives a very different analysis and a different approach. It also what I do now with my advice to the business. It's definitely been a stretch for me, but that's what I was after. And one thing I found with the way the lectures and the courses presented and developed, you can deep dive as much as you would like to. What's been very impressive is how the professors have been able to structure courses to be able to appeal to such a wide audience. The professors have been able to create a curriculum that hits people on so many different levels. And for me, particularly those sorts of courses which were so foreign to me, it was very much like drinking out of a fire hose. My challenge was to try and absorb as much. The take home is that I was actually very impressed how academically engaging this course is. Ultimately, it's very much upon the student to embrace that. The school takes it very seriously, and you hear about MBAs where it's you pay your fee and you're done. You get your certificate. It's not like that. You have to work to get a top mark. There's something gratifying about that, particularly because you want to be associated with a school that takes it seriously.